me introduce you to Daryl. Daryl is a young Indigenous boy, and Enrise met him a few years ago when he was around 15. Did you know that Indigenous children are 11 times more likely to be removed from their homes and placed in out-of-home care? Daryl is one such boy. And what percentage of all out-of-home care children in Australia do you think are Indigenous? Around 50%. Now, Daryl has experienced significant trauma in his young life, and he's currently with his third set of foster parents. As a consequence, he's moved schools quite a number of times. Daryl doesn't like school. He finds it hard to engage in learning, and he doesn't understand what's being taught. And his attendance is patchy at best. Like many children that we service, he has diagnosed learning difficulties. In fact, Daryl just wants to leave school as soon as he possibly can. And he's typical of Indigenous students who are only half as likely to finish Year 12. In Australia today, only 66% of Indigenous 20 to 24-year-old youth have finished Year 12 or equivalent. So what's the bottom line here? The bottom line is that Indigenous children like Daryl are not one, not two, but 3 times more likely to be unemployed as a direct result of not getting a proper education. And the question I'd like to ask here tonight is, how do we change Daryl's trajectory? And thousands of other vulnerable children just like him. What is the best practical support that we can provide to close this gap? The National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Social Survey asked Indigenous school students exactly that question. What assistance did they feel that they would best be supported to excel at school and also to complete Year 12? 85% said they wanted more involvement from family, school and friends. 43%, nearly 50%, said they wanted individual tutoring. And a further 39% wanted coaches and mentors. So Enrise, based on this feedback, teamed up with social tutoring platform Need a Tutor. Need a Tutor connects qualified teachers exclusively with disadvantaged children and then holds one-to-one online tutoring sessions between the two via their own platform. All the tutors are qualified and all the tutors are paid for their time, their expertise and their commitment. Enrise provides individual tutoring once or twice a week, free of charge to children like Daryl. In addition, Enrise also donates pre-loved refurbished computers and devices to children who cannot tutor without one, and we certainly found that out during COVID. We found that the benefits of this individual tutoring on our children has been nothing short of transformational. Firstly, we see an improvement in our students' school attendance from an average of around 3 days a week to 4 and sometimes even 5. Secondly, there's greater engagement and confidence at school, and that's evidenced through increased levels of literacy and numeracy. In fact, pictured here is a young Jaden, one of our boys. He won a maths award at school recently, and his foster mother said he's never won anything in his life, and she could not be more proud of him. And he attributes that 100% to his maths tutor, Georgina. And finally, we do see an increased level of Year 12 completion. Our ultimate aim through this long-term tutoring is to see less unemployment, lower rates of poverty, and better overall life outcomes for the next generation. Now, currently we have a wait list of students looking for tutoring. And in fact, our numbers have blown out significantly due to COVID, but also due to the recent floods. So your contribution here tonight will go directly towards delivering these vital tutoring services and devices to as many vulnerable children as we can. Every $100 tonight will give one-to-one individual tutoring to a child from a qualified teacher. $5,000 will enable a full year of tutoring to a child just like Daryl. $50,000 tonight will change the lives of 10 Indigenous families by supplying a full year of tutoring to 10 vulnerable children. Your contributions tonight will also allow us to continue to donate devices to children that cannot learn without one. So what about Daryl? Well, after 3 years of continuous tutoring through Enrise, he's currently completing year 12. He thinks he wants to be an apprentice, but he's not sure. But he does know that by completing his HSC, he will have more options in life, and we could not agree with him more. He credits his dedicated tutor, Michael, to this remarkable turnaround. Now, we all know that education is life-changing, so please help us tonight to improve life outcomes for as many children like Daryl as possible. We hope tonight we can Enrise to the challenge. Thank you.
The total is $70,100. Such incredible feedback in the room. Congratulations to you. Really amazing.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Vinoi, thank you so much. It'll help so many children. Really. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And the sunlight hurts my eyes.